As bad as Manchester United have been this season, one player has stopped it being from complete carnage, and that is Bruno Fernandes. Thoughts echoed by Ruben Amorim. We need more Brunos, that is clear. It's not just the quality and the character. He makes some mistakes, but he's so decisive with and without the ball. He steps up all the time. If you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. But anyway, let's get this party started. Bruno Fernandes began life under Ruben Amorim as one of the 10s behind the striker, but mounting injuries and a need to chase football games saw Amorim push Bruno Fernandes into a deeper midfield role. In fact, in a deeper role, Manchester United have won 64% of their games under Ruben Amorim, compared to 28% when Bruno Fernandes has played attacking midfield. But why is this the case? What actually has changed? In the double pivot, Bruno Fernandes operates as Manchester United's playmaker, usually playing alongside a more defensively minded ball-winning midfielder. Bruno's main duty is to control the tempo. In build-up or deeper areas, Bruno often uses short and simple passes to slow the tempo down, allowing United to get into that attacking structure. This works very well with Amorim's style of play and is very different to his previous role, where he looked to play direct as soon as he received possession. From the middle third, Bruno's passing becomes more expansive, either looking to release the wing-backs or finding the feet of the number 10s. This is where Bruno can add tempo to the attack by playing forward and looking for 1-2s to progress the play. Under Ruben Amorim, it's clear that Bruno Fernandes has more control in his game. This control has allowed United to start creating the same kind of chance, getting wide players in behind either crossing low or cutting the ball back. Alongside a more defensively minded partner, Bruno is still able to attack the box and finish off these moves. Within Amorim's system, the number 8 almost has the most freedom to roam. With the wingbacks advancing, Bruno is able to pick up the ball with time and space in wide fullback positions. Positions where Bruno is able to create with his excellent range of passing and crossing. Control and Bruno Fernandes is something that people don't think go together, but he's a technically fantastic footballer who follows the manager's instructions. Hence why we saw him be a one-man creative army under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, an advanced inside forward under Erik ten Hag, and now a deep-lying midfielder under Ruben Amorim. This transition in positions also makes sense for Bruno Fernandes, who's been tailing off in front of goal since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer left the club. In fact, in his entire Premier League career, he's slightly underperforming his non-penalty expected goals. However, whilst Bruno's form in front of goal has been dropping off, his creativity is on the rise. Per 90, he had his highest ever shot creating actions last season in the Premier League, whilst he's improving his goal creating actions over the last 2 seasons. But more importantly than form and trajectory of his career, Bruno Fernandes' skill set isn't quite suited to Ruben Amorim's number 10s. Like most modern number 10s, Ruben Amorim requires good dribblers and ball carriers in these positions. Players that can receive with a back to goal and turn, even under pressure, and then drive towards goal. A quick side note, the best number 10s in modern football require good dribblers, because this best capitalises on the tactical trends. With a change to goal kicks back in 2019, attacking teams have an extra 20 yards to invite pressure on from the opposition, which in turn creates more space for the forwards. To exploit this, the link between the defence and the midfield, the attacking midfielders or midfielders, are required to dribble with the ball at speed. Whereas an era has gone by when the high press wasn't as popular, teams would sit in low defensive blocks, and it was the job of the number 10 to break these blocks down, with their creativity, passing and invention in the final third. To put it simply, Bruno Fernandes is not suited to this number 10 role. Receiving with his back to goal and dribbling are the only significant weaknesses of Bruno Fernandes' entire game. Whilst he ranks in the very top percentiles for passing, creativity and defensive output, he ranks really low for the dribbling metrics. So we've overviewed Bruno's new role and discussed how a deeper role plays into his strengths and weaknesses. So now let's take a look at the impact on Manchester United. Manchester United have struggled to play out from the back for a long time now. This isn't really a Ruben Amorim problem, but one that he has inherited, with Manchester United very, very poor at finding those balls into the attackers. Instead, usually working the ball back to Andre Onana and him punting up a long pass. United's defenders not only lacked the ability at times, but also the confidence to find those incisive passes, to break the lines and get the balls to Man United's attackers. This is where Bruno Fernandes changes things. United's Portuguese Magnifico is averaging 11 progressive passes per 90 and 7.45 passes into the final third when playing from central midfield. But this goes beyond Bruno's own technical ability to break the lines himself. He is a leader with a good football IQ that can follow instructions that will allow Manchester United to play patient, dropping the ball to the outside centre-backs and then progress the play out wide to one of the wing-backs, getting United into the middle third of the pitch. But it's not as if playing Bruno Fernandes in a deeper position is limited his attacking output. In fact, United's creator-in-chief is averaging nearly 3 chances per game, which would be pretty decent for an attacking midfielder, but it's absolutely absurd for a deep-line player. But Bruno isn't limited to sitting deep in this new role. When Man United get into the final third, he orchestrates the attack. In particular, getting the wide man in behind the opposition's defence opens up 2 dangerous opportunities. 1, low crosses into the box for the strikers to get on, or alternatively something that's even more important for Manchester United under Ruben Amorim, and that is as the defence is dropped and United get runners into the box, it's having someone in that cutback position, and that's exactly where Bruno Fernandes loves to arrive. Not only is he Manchester United's best creator, but he's probably their best goal scorer as well, and that ability to be patient, to dictate the play and orchestrate it before the cutback for Bruno Fernandes to attack is a way Manchester United can consistently score goals by overloading the opposition in their own penalty box. What's more is these kind of chances are very easy to replicate, and unsurprisingly, we're starting to see it on the pitch, with 3 out of United's last 5 goals in open play coming from cutbacks, with the other 2 coming from low crosses into the box. And we saw the impact of having that attacking quality in a slightly deeper area against Fulham in the FA Cup. Manchester United on the attack, Fulham with a clearance. The ball is recovered with United counter-pressing reasonably well. But just notice the double pivot is in fact Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. The ball is worked forward to Alejandro Garnacho. And here's the real key bit of Amorim's system. It's getting wide players in behind the opposition's defence to look for those cutbacks. We've got Garnacho releasing Diogo Dalot in behind the Fulham defence. You can clearly see Xerxes and Chido clear out that Fulham backline, and Bruno Fernandes waits on the edge of the box for the cutback to fire the ball home. The big thing here is I think Bruno Fernandes is probably the only player in the United squad right now that takes this opportunity. United simply aren't scoring goals, but Bruno's got the quality in these positions to get Man United more goals towards the end of the season. You hear a lot about ex-pros talking about themselves getting into games or getting into form, or how a lot of touches of the ball breeds confidence, and that's exactly what we're seeing with Bruno Fernandes right now. Of the 6 matches that have seen Bruno Fernandes have over 100 touches in a game, 5 have come when Bruno Fernandes has played a central midfield role. His goal against Fulham is a fantastic example of increased confidence. Bruno takes the ball first touch on his weaker left foot. That means the goalkeeper is not set, turning a half chance into a goal for Manchester United. And it's not just open play that's been affected. From dead balls, Bruno's become lethal. Of the 8 goals that United scored in February, 6 came from Bruno Fernandes' set pieces. Obviously, Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff have been working on set pieces, but Bruno Fernandes' free kick goals against Everton and Arsenal not only show confidence, but real ability in his technique and his game right now. In fact, Bruno Fernandes has scored as many goals from set pieces, excluding penalties, this season than in the rest of his Man United career combined. This change is a natural progression for top-level attacking midfielders. As they become less dynamic but have more experience, they're pushed into deeper roles. The best examples come with the likes of Andrea Pirlo, AC Milan and Juventus, Luka Modric obviously at Real Madrid, and at United, Paul Scholes. And whilst that trio are midfield icons, we've also seen it recently with Ryan Gravenberch at Liverpool, Vitinha at PSG, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu at Inter Milan. Arne Slot sold Liverpool's need for a defensive midfielder by moving the box-to-box number 8 Ryan Gravenberch into a deeper lying midfield number 6 role that looks like the change that's going to give Liverpool their first league title in 5 years. Since Luis Enrique replaced the destructive Manu Ugarte at the base of PSG's midfield with a more cultured attacking midfielder in Vitinha, PSG have moved into one of the best teams on the planet right now and are serious contenders to win the Champions League. Meanwhile, Hakan Çalhanoğlu went from AC Milan's creative unit in attacking midfield to Simeone Inzaghi's deep-lying playmaker. In fact, since this move, Hakan Çalhanoğlu has won his first league title of his career. Now, I'm not saying that moving Bruno Fernandes into a deep midfield position is going to win Man United the Premier League title, but this is a tried and tested positional change that is extended a lot of top quality attacking midfielders' career, something that I'd love to see with Bruno Fernandes. And despite Manchester United's results not completely changing with Bruno in a deeper position, United are winning more games and conceding less, which right now is the start of changing things, which I think is super important. In fact, Bruno Fernandes under Ruben Amorim in central midfield has put up some of the best numbers of his career in certain metrics. This is a change that I think is going to work very, very well, and it means Man United don't need to go and buy another central midfielder in the summer. A positional change that should get the best out of Bruno Fernandes, elongate his career, and Man United might be good again. Does Bruno Fernandes moving deeper solve all of United's problems? Absolutely not. But that's going to take some time. Thanks for all the support on the channel at the moment. It's been pretty hard to make videos about Man United right now because they've not been great in recent months. But I believe Ruben Amorim and Bruno Fernandes are two players that Man United could build the club around. But anyway, of course, subscribe if you're new, like the video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not check out some more content on the Statman Dave YouTube channel.